There's all this talk about free Palestine and, indigenous people and the Indians and people of color. And they're like, and they keep saying that Western culture kept them down, that is the problem, that Western culture won't let them flower and be what they are. And that's not true. The truth is that they've let themselves down, that they are not doing it, that if Palestinians, if the people in the Middle East in bad situations got together, threw out all the religious people running their government and had a Western style government and started, creating universities and or whatever we're going to do now in the modern world with the internet for learning, and started learning everything we know about physics and science and psychology, and growing in a Western model or their own model that's better if they can find that. Everyone, they would be welcomed just like Turkey used to be when it was a secular country. And it doesn't matter who does that. That's not the way the Europeans have ever operated. And they have tried to help these countries forever to grow into the modern world, and they've still given them modern conveniences. They all have toilets and air they've done all that they can do as human beings. It's a brutal, cruel world, and if you don't stand up and do it for yourself, no one else can do it for you. Now, maybe they feel bad because the Europeans, the white people, have dominated the globe, and so now they feel cowed by that. But they're going to have to get over that on their own, to bring the white people down and say, you stop being successful is a recipe for disaster when there's no one else to step up. And that's the way we're going. And that's what all these woke people, everything they say is the opposite, is actually true, because they don't want to deal with the real world. They don't want to deal with the real problems. They want it to go away. They want to just say, white people, if you'll quit being so mean, then everyone else will have a chance and they'll be just like you were. And that's what they're saying, just like you were. They'll have the, universities and intellect and wherewithal and the drive to move humanity forward like white people have done for the past few thousand years. That's not true. The truth is, if the other people want to do it, the Indians in America, the white people no, the white people they created schools for the Indians, and they tried to teach them. And the Indians didn't want to go to those schools, and they tried everything they could to integrate them into society that was moving forward, because they were moving forward, and the Indians wanted to stay like they were. And they didn't just commit genocide like they could. They said, all right, well, if you're not going to move forward with us, you're going to have to stay over here because we are moving humanity forward. And it's not that the white people didn't try with the Indians, they did. It's that the Indians didn't want to do that. And the white people couldn't let them drag them down. And that's the way it still is all over the globe.